Just before I begin, I wanna obviously say that these are my personal opinions. I mean no disrespect to any of the members of BTS. I'm gonna go through each one pretty quickly to cover as many as I can. So let's begin. Number 1. Everyone moved on from their Holocaust memorial photo shoot far too quickly. For those who don't know what happened, BTS released teasers for a photo book a while back, and took the pictures at the Holocaust memorial. The blocks that BTS posed over in the photos were literally graves.
Bearing controversial World War II imagery, the group's management has apologized. The mea culpa came after the images sparked outrage within the Jewish rights group Simon Wiesenthal Center, accusing BTS of mocking the past.
Obviously BTS apologized. My point is that many fans seem to quickly forget about it, and either tried to sweep it under the rug, or they made excuses for them. Common defense I often hear is that the Holocaust isn't covered extensively in high school history classes in many parts of the world. Ignorance or undereducation is maybe an acceptable defense if the perpetrator was, say, a 14-year-old kid who was acting on his own, but not in this case. I think we should all accept most of our favorite groups have done problematic things, but don't act like it never happened. Number 2. I believe apologies should be made to a number of celebrities and journalists, due to toxic fan culture around BTS. I hate how people in the media have to constantly tiptoe on eggshells. It's just so deeply sad and upsetting to me. I am just disgusted at how some fans justify the way they harass other people, be it idols, reporters, or celebrities. It's just sickening. The same fans preach about how BTS helped them with their health and self-esteem, but they'll mock and attack other people. I remember the thing between Jin and Solbin.
네, 이번 주 1위 후보 두 팀을 만나보려고 하는데요.
바로 만나볼까요? AOA와 방탄소년단.
Solbin was literally bullied off of her Instagram account. She had to disappear for a month and delete all of her old posts. Another incident took place a few years back when a well-known journalist, Carolyn Hines, took to Twitter to call out the BTS fandom on how they bullied the journalist for months after she gave her opinion on a song from Sugar's project. Or when SZA got dragged for saying a few members of BTS didn't care to meet her while at a Harry Styles concert, and she was hardcore bullied because the boys would never do something like that. Well, how do you know that? You've never met them. Or when Momoland were talking and giggling while BTS were performing, and some crazy fan filmed them, armies just assumed they were laughing about BTS, and started to spam hate on all of Momoland's socials, and doing mass dislike campaigns and reports. It got to the point where their management had to close their comment section on IG for months, and one of their music videos went down. Or when D'Angelo Wallace made a video reviewing a BTS song and ARMY went mental on him.
You want K-pop Twitter to be mad at me, right? Because you know I'm not gonna sugarcoat my opinion. Like, first of all, I'm not a fan of BTS, and I've listened to them, so ultimately I came to the conclusion that BTS is just not for me.
He didn't even say the song was bad. He said the quality of the mixing wasn't great, and ARMY's lost it, even though it was a valid criticism about the production. It has to stop. Number 3. Dreamers is such a bad song. I really don't know why people like it. It just sounds like a watered-down Waka Waka. It's such a basic and generic song. It feels like his voice is being wasted here because the vocals are near non-existent, since the production drowns it out. The lyrics are legitimately painful to me.
Now look at me. Respect and love the only way.
I wasn't expecting anything deeper complex, but these lyrics are cringeworthy in the worst way, and overall nothing really stands out to me when I listen to it. It reminds me of a repackaged Permission to Dance, in the sense that it's an upbeat song about positivity that was purposefully made bland to appeal to the widest audiences possible. I understand it's meant to be repetitive, safe and fun, but it just doesn't come close to Waka Waka or Waving Flag. Number 4. Jun as a dancer has improved, but Jin is still way stiffer compared to other members. Jin stans complain a lot that he doesn't get much center time, but to be honest, when he dances in the center, it looks awkward, and he drags down the quality of their performances. Jin also lacks serious stage presence. If he didn't sing as much as he does, he would just be in the background. I think it's his body type which makes him look slightly awkward, compared to someone like Sugar who has a smaller frame. There's just so many stiff movements with him, alongside very easy moves that look out of place, but it just isn't as noticeable when you watch them as a group. He is also often placed towards the back during dances for many music videos, but I understand the decision, because I do think he struggles to excel the way the other members do. Number 5. Tay Young's voice is more often than not incredibly grating. His voice consistently sounds rough because he has to sing way out of his register. The words tend to come out of his mouth garbled. I've never been able to fully enjoy V's solo projects, even though the sound and genre should vibe really well for my personal tastes. Obviously, his tone is a lot deeper than the other members. This normally works for a lot of groups where the members with deep voices are usually the rappers, but in Tay Young's case, I just find it very off-putting when he sings. The way they also have Jimin's incredibly high range with Tay's fuller voice, it makes it really hard for them to blend well together. I think it's also to do with his tongue tension as well as his actual voice. But yeah, that's what I think. Number 6. Jungkook is the best vocalist in BTS by far, and it's not even close. No wonder he's the one who does almost all the demos of their songs beforehand, so the group can then follow when recording their parts. His voice is the best for both high and low tones in the group. He has amazing versatility and amazing stability even while dancing. He sings perfectly well doing hard and tiring choreographies. He doesn't just have the ability to hold a stable voice while performing, but he also sings his heart out. His passion is infectious. He's able to convey emotions beautifully and actually has a very unique tone for a Korean male. Number 7. I think Wings was 100% their best album, and is better than anything they've put out since. Wings is a confident and captivating listen of a boy band, before they got bogged down by trends, and trying to appeal to everyone and everything. It's the last moment before they started working towards being palatable for larger audiences. It doesn't follow the usual K-pop formula and manages to succeed in many fields. In this album they really opened up. It's a very honest and vulnerable record. It has some great production, solid songwriting, and great vocal performances. To be honest, there's barely anything to complain about except a couple tracks that could have been improved. Another cool thing was how many solo songs we got on this project. Still BTS's best album to date. Tell me what you think of my opinions below, and please subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Have a great day.